What's up, you guys? Welcome to another day of 31 days of Halloween. Today's look, we about to get botched. So I figured I would create this Halloween look to show you how one cosmetic procedure can go terribly wrong. Alright, let's get started.
First things first, ignore the liquid latex that's surrounding my face. I'm going to address that later on in the video. The actual first step is these lips. I am using a product called Third Degree. You have to mix parts A and B, and it creates this silicone type of substance. You can then mold it however you would like. Just remember that there is a drying time, so be quick with what you're trying to make. In this case, we have to shape the lips to make them larger than life. So the next step that we need to do is address this liquid latex surrounding our face. What I did was dip cotton inside of liquid latex and surround the perimeter of my face in this. We need to create 2 layers, so be very careful with the liquid latex to not touch your hairline. Make sure you put some Vaseline so that way you don't rip any hairs out of your head. After you have gone around the complete perimeter of your face, we are going to put in another track immediately behind that first one. The reason why we're doing this is because we are going to sew the 2 pieces together, as if you just had a new face. The same rules apply to this one. Be very careful not to get it into your hairline. Make sure you put some Vaseline in your hairline so you don't rip anything out. Alright, while we let that dry, we are going to start putting in the bruising of our face. To do that, I am using a red, blue, purple mixture of eyeshadows and going around the entire eye socket. Be very, very liberal with this because we want to make sure you look real bruised. We're going to go in with an actual cream color mixture, which is a dark purple, and I'm just using a back of a makeup brush to put this in, just to show some severe bleeding and bruising underneath the skin. You do not need to blend this out. We really want it to stay saturated. Then go ahead and put on some brows. Even though the rest of our face looks botched, at least our brows still slay. Alright, everything should be dry by now, so it's safe to apply some foundation. Avoid the eye area. Obviously, you don't want any of that color to bleed out into the foundation color. Once you've put the foundation on, make sure you set it with powder, because the next step we have to start peeling that liquid latex off of our face. Really get your fingers in there. You can use tweezers to puncture a hole and rip the seam in between the 2 layers. Go around the entire face, creating that open seam. Once you are ripped open, we are going to start painting it red like blood. And once you have the entire thing painted red, we're going to put in some actual blood. This is going to be scab blood, which is a very thick consistency, kind of like jelly. Spread it around with a Q-tip and get it everywhere. And now it's time to sew our face together. Now, caution, this is a very dangerous section, so I would recommend putting the liquid latex on a separate pan, sewing it together, and then applying it to your face. What you see me doing here is not completely safe, so if you do follow this tutorial, proceed with caution, and start sewing your face together. Once you're all stitched up, I am going to start adding more scab blood to our lips, going around the perimeter of the lips and in between the lips as well. Oh, and I almost forgot, we got to give ourselves a nose job. So same thing applies to our face. Apply a thin layer of liquid latex and then apply tissue and another layer of liquid latex right on top of that. Let it dry and then lift up the edges and apply some blood. Once the nose job is complete, we gotta bandage it up, so put a little bit of liquid latex on top and apply some gauze as a bandage. Alright, now we gotta wrap the rest of ourselves up. This is just some medical gauze that I wrapped around my head. I'm also going to apply some blood. This is not scab blood, this is just a regular red theater blood that I splattered on. We're gonna do the same thing to our neck. Apply some gauze, apply some blood. And to make this look even more like a plastic surgery gone wrong, we are going to put these consultation marks on our face to show where our lift was supposed to happen. Under our eyes, on our cheeks. We're gonna give ourselves an eyebrow lift as well. I think that's it. I think I do one on my neck, but I can't see it from this angle. But anyway, we're going to put a little more scab blood from this syringe on that saturated area on our eyes, and that's actually the last step. You're done, you guys!
Ay, ay, ay! These lips are huge! Alright, you guys, this is the final look of my plastic surgery gone wrong. Let me know what you guys thought about this down in the comment section below. Now I'm taking these lips off. Bye!